So here we are for our scale launch day. This one here is a model of a black Brant. A black Brant, there was 12 different variations. They were designed by Bristol Aerospace in Winnipeg, and it's been one of the most successful sounding rockets that's ever been produced. This particular variation, which is the fifth model, in a B configuration because it has the three fins, has had hundreds and hundreds of these things fly from the early 60s through to the early 2000s, actually. So it's been quite popular. I thought I'd spend a little bit of time just kind of going through the kit itself and some of the pieces if you're not familiar with these. The fins are a fiberglass composite called G10 that it's made out of. The body tube itself is something the manufacturer, which is Public Missiles, calls quantum tube. It's a composite material. It was a gray tube initially when I got it. The nose cone is a fairly heavy plastic material. Open this up. So these kits are a little unusual from other ones in that they have this piston thing in the middle. And the piston is there because after the engine is fired and you reach apogee, there's a little bit of black powder at the top of the engine that fires off. And that charge is what pushes the nose cone out and pushes out the parachute and all the other pieces. With those gases being hot, you normally have to do something to protect the parachute and the other gear so that they don't get damaged. With the piston, like they've done here, it gives you very, very good protection against any of those things taking place. So we're just going to configure this up and then we'll get it up on the launch pad. We'll get it in the air. This little doohickey that I'm attaching to the main parachute at the moment is something called a chute piece. And basically this is a little switch, a little mechanical servo switch that has an altimeter built in. So I set the height that I want the parachute to open. I've actually set mine for 400 feet. And when the model reaches 400 feet, it will open up the parachute. This model will go much higher than that. And the reason you open your parachute later is so that you don't have to walk so far to get them back. It's a practice that's referred to as dual deployment because you have two different points that you deploy your recovery system. This is another chute that I use with some of these bigger models, and it's called a guide chute. It looks like looks a little bit like a dunce hat, and it will open at apogee, and it will make sure that everything comes out of the tube that's supposed to come out of the tube. Now the piston for this particular model will make sure that happens too, but normally with a Nomex blanket, or even if you use wadding or something like that, you can have issues sometimes with stuff getting stuck. It makes sure it comes out. It also orients the model coming down, so you get a nicer launch. This last piece, we'll stick it in here. Attach. At this point is a little altimeter. This altimeter will tell us how high it goes, the height when the parachute comes out, how fast it goes, kinds of stuff like that. So there we go. The motor's in the end. This particular one is a reloadable Aerotech motor. It's a G76, so the flame will actually be a little bit green that comes out of it. G is a pretty big motor. It's as big as you can actually go without certification. Okay, let's get this on the launch pad and watch it go up.